as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season,
this pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Malik Collins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going to run again here with Pollard. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. They quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
In motion, Slayton.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be third and less than a yard. The play fake. Here's Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out
That's
of
a
the
forced
6
pass
yard
there.
line. The
Should
field
have been a
position
pick.
game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Second and 10. Out of the gun again to Pollard.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they work this out past the 25.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Tony Pollard, 46 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is brought in at the 21.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Pollard will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they'll get this game tied up. Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Wilson.
That one finds Hyatt.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
In motion left, Claypool.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Trying to run for it on the draw. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
Musgrave's got it outright.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll set up to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this one is right down the middle. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he's going to use his legs here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave, 73 yards. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 58 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think?
Thank you, Lord.
Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson back into his end zone. That's caught by Waller out left side. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for New York. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Pollard will take it up the gut.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 10 that time.
Dang, bro, I'm done.
Running with it and picking up a 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college.
What do you want me to
ability when
What
things
else should
played
I
down.
do?
As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilson.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wilson.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They go play action with Wilson.
Claypool with another catch.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if
really, that was hard to find.
I'd be worried about an interception.
Review it.
Playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Yeah, no review.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Okay, you're being fair. I thought I'm being cheated.
Like that was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
Hey, ref.
They don't like it at all.
I'll take
brings them back into it.
extra
really
drive for a
way.
touchdown.
Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll try to run this one in.
Oh my goodness, my own blind man took my running back.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now Wilson.
Oh my goodness.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson changing the play. Now Wilson going to throw on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal.
This is the way life goes.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Done.
He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds
That's a waste of a drive, man. That's a waste of a drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Miss.
At the 6-yard line.
He'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Oh my goodness.
So they elect to decline it.
No
Just go ahead and
problem.
let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. He's into space past the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Now a give here to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work
GG, bro. Good game.
This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Take the Packers all the way to the Super Bowl.
And they take a knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out of the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made.